Gotta get all that out of the way before I start recording. And we are going to continue playthrough of SOMA here. This is episode 3, and where we left off at the end of episode 2, we had just miraculously survived a flood-in of one of the underwater facilities. And Simon looked and he had like this weird growth stuff on his arms. And there's just all sorts of questions I have about the game. And I love that there's like a summary on there. He's trying to start a shuttle so he can ride to Lambda, where he's supposed to meet with Catherine, the woman on the radio. So there's two things that are really sticking out to me here. Number one is the power generator that he started up had been deactivated for 146 years, which is just... there's so many questions I have about that. And the other thing is the realization that this is some sort of facility that was put in place as a failsafe against a catastrophic impact with a comet. So obviously there's some sort of attempt to preserve mankind, and something happened and it all went horribly, horribly wrong. So, questions I have right now: is Simon a robot? Is he some sort of comet-induced mutant? Are the other people actually real? Or did these people find a way to preserve consciousness and personality, kind of like, well, you just need to play Wolfenstein: The First Order. So here I go for episode 3 of SOMA. I'm actually really tired after a long weekend of playing games for our Extra Life fundraiser, and it's daylight savings time. And I'm off my normal routine, so I'm really kind of tired and not all here. So what better way or time to play a horror game than now, right? Let's see what happens. I believe I'm starting a little off kilter because I started playing some of this before this recording, and I got into this room, went down this tunnel, and this is a tram stop. So we got 2 trams right here. And why does he have a flashlight? He doesn't have a flashlight, so this dude has to be a robot or something. We're in this cargo container. Somebody wanted to build something with fuses and screws and nuts and LEDs. A buoy, that's what they were trying to do. On the left is something that floats, and it looks like on the right is something that would like float to the surface. Is that supposed to be me? Huh. Surface platform Omega. I don't remember if that's where I was or not.
I guess it's a good thing we never had any kids. Hard enough looking my parents in the eyes. They're going to a bomb shelter upstate, by the way, along with your dad. I'm guessing someone will help them send you a message somehow. I mean, I hope they will. Hell, I'm not even sure you'll get this message. If you do, I want you to know I never blamed you for following your dreams. I was just mad it didn't fit better with what I imagined our lives big family, you know. I guess what I'm trying to say is, I'm proud of you. And even though it's been difficult to be separated from you, I regret nothing. I'm happy. And I really wish I was able to say this without the sky falling down. I love you, Amy. I always have, and always will.
The apocalypse is always sad. Power supply. Feeding some weird alien lungs and a chick.
Hey, are you...
Don't hurt me.
Can I help?
It won't let me die. Nothing is allowed to die.
What happened?
An accident. Fixing the power. I was going to Theta.
Anything I can do?
If you see Masters or Holland, tell them I need help. Okay? Amy needs help.
Shit, are you okay? Oh, fuck.
I thought that was the right thing to do. But I had to because there's no power. I really don't know what that stuff is. And what that icon is. But if I don't need to use it, I'm not going to. Going to Theta. So what did that email say? And there's my arm again. What is growing on my arm? That's gonna bother me. Omega. So Omega was destroyed. And I'm currently in Upsilon. Well, I don't know what I came from. I don't remember where I was. Omni-Tool 2.0.
Shuttle J6 activated. Standing by.
So I gotta push a button, I guess. Repair manifest. Don't really know why that's there. Oh, I gotta sit in the chair. That's why. Can't use a monorail when standing, I guess. Pushing the buttons. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so I was Upsilon 8. That's where I started. And we are going Lambda. I'm supposed to go to Theta, right? Wow, those are like super deep. Let's go to Theta. Put your arms up. Woo!
Welcome to Pathos 2, your expressway to the stars. What started as a thermal mining operation in the 60s has now become home to the Omega Space Gun, the world's most affordable way to launch satellites and deep space probes.
Huh.
Our unique Atlantic Ocean location allows for this gigantic coil gun, running longer than a marathon, to safely launch projectiles without risk of damaging the payload with risky combustion.
Now that's
The station
interesting.
spans multiple sites and has a diverse staff of engineers and scientists. Together, they are able to produce, assemble, and launch the world's most sophisticated spacecrafts.
Wow.
In addition to our principal operation, Pathos 2 is also the home for multiple research projects within the marine sciences, including hydroculture, turbulence, and deep-sea construction. We are now leaving Upsilon for Theta. Theta is considered the heart of Pathos 2. It houses station administration, medical facilities, and the payload assembly crew, prepping and programming satellites before they are shipped off to Phi for launch.
Still 2 minutes to go, huh? Track obstructed, of course. I didn't really think we'd be able to get there. Too good to be true. And there's something nearby. Because my vision is distorted. Question is it behind me or in front of me? We'll find out. I'm sure there's all sorts of horrible stuff coming. What in the world?
Simon, are you there?
Catherine, is that you? I was on my way, but then the shuttle train, it fucking crashed.
Are you alright? The system says the section is sealed for a suspected hull breach.
No, I'm not alright. What the hell happened to the world? Why are we underwater?
Well, you're really out of place, aren't you? Look, don't worry about that right now. I realize you're confused, but you're so close to Lambda. If you just keep going.
How close? Can I walk there?
Yeah, but the tunnel is locked off to protect the overall structure from collapsing. What you need to find is your section's maintenance hatch. It'll lead outside.
Maintenance hatch. No problem.
What is that? What's going on up there? I gotta go. See you soon, Simon.
What do you mean
Catherine?
it's
You okay?
going on up there? I don't hear anything. There's the guy with hearing aids. Because I'm in a big, long tunnel. I hear something. Question is, do I keep going? Or just use the hatch now? What's the worst that could happen? Going down the hallway, heading to my doom. This thing again. I don't know what you are. But screen is blurry.
Jesus Christ! What the hell?
Okay, run. I can't close it behind me, so maybe it'll do that automatically. Ooh, gunk. Omni tool.
Here we go again.
I'm on the bottom of the ocean. I would never be able to hold my breath long enough to replicate the experiences of my in-game counterpart.
I can find Lambda, right? I mean, really, how big can this ocean be?
Really big. There's like 90% water to 10% land. Do not take a geography course. I think it'd really be a lot harder to see under the ocean than you would in the game, but I really like the effect. Kinda neat. As long as I don't run into any of those mutated sharks like I saw in the last segment. Which, how am I able to walk 100 meters underneath the ocean? And can I run? Yeah, I can run under the ocean, so there's a disconnect here between what I know and what the game wants me to think. And that's just kind of weird. And yet I understand it, because it would be really boring to force players to walk underneath the ocean as slow as they would have to in reality. And you need a big diving suit, because you couldn't be able to do it without any assistance, even if you did have funky things and lights on your arms like Simon does now, apparently. Ooh, fish. Crab? Hey, hey, hey. I hear a whale. I speak whale, you know. Wait, text? What was that? Okay, evil submarine. No, I don't want to get over here. I don't want to be torn apart. That was weird. There's an evil sentient mini submarine. Evil sentient mini submarine. ESMS. That was an Esmus. Also, what kind of a threat is that? Who really says, "I'll tear you apart"? I mean, you might say that to a cinnamon roll when you're really hungry. Was I like a cinnamon roll to that guy? Ew. So, like a lot of other games, I'm finding that green lights are good and red lights indicate something bad.
This must be Lambda. Or Catherine's.
No, it's not. It never is that simple. That probably was a bad thing.
Catherine?
Was she telling me that, or was she telling that to somebody else? Okay, I'm not supposed to look at it. You think? I would prefer it if you knew. I mean, this is like Big Stompy Thing. I don't like Big Stompy Thing. So are you a real person then, apparently? And why did it leave her alone when she's hollering and making all this noise?
Hey, down here.
What? Of course she's an artificial intelligence.
No, not you two. I was really hoping you were human.
Don't let the circuitry fool you. I was human once.
I can't take it anymore. Everything's fucked. I give up. There's nothing left.
Calm down. It's not the end of the world.
You sure? It sure as hell looks like it. For all I know, there's no one left except for me.
What do you mean? I'm right here.
Don't take this the wrong way, but I meant any humans left except for me.
Have you looked at yourself lately? You're a walking, talking diving suit with some electronics left on for good measure.
I don't...
You don't want to think about it? We'll start thinking about it.
Well,
I
now
don't
we
want
know.
to do this anymore. I don't want to be this. I want out.
Before you do anything hasty, could you help me with something?
What?
I was trying to find out what happened with my project when that brute knocked me to the ground.
Your project? How could anything possibly matter when you know you're a stupid robot in a stupid dead world?
Okay, focus. I need you to fix me so I can get back to work. Then you can sulk as much as you want.
You gotta be kidding, right? I think I have a better chance of building myself a time machine than of putting you back together.
I just need to access the computer. Oh, is that an Omnitool you're carrying?
Oh, the door opener? I picked it up at Upsilon where I woke up.
That'll have to do. Plug it into the terminal.
Sure, whatever.
Simon's kind of a grumpy
When the
pants,
Omnitool
isn't
is
he?
loaded, just plug my Cortex chip into the tool.
What's a Cortex chip?
It will be obvious. I'll eject it for you. Just grab the chip and slide it into the Omnitool. Come on, I just need you to do this one thing for me.
Sure, whatever.
Okay, I'm looking for this.
Lambda Terminal 27 activated.
The Omnitool is ready now. Should be easy enough. Just pick up the chip and slide it into the Omnitool.
Why does a robot chip fit a door opener?
It's standardized connect.
Catherine? Alright, let's give this a try.
That's a big chip. Well, I guess I would have to be if it was housing a personality. Ew. Stuff on it.
Found. Shutting down helper chain. Have a nice day.
You too.
There's pretty much anything will fit. Oh, this feels weird. I'm in the Omnitool? Thanks.
So, what's the project about?
My project? Oh, well, I saved all the people on the station as brain scans and put them into an artificial world. We were gonna launch it into space to save it from, well, all of this.
Are you telling me that you were going to launch a computer world filled with people into space?
Yes. It was just a pet project at first, but it got really serious after the comet took out the surface. Then suddenly it became very important, and it was officially named the Ark.
That's appropriate. How far did you get?
I don't know, that version of me that I am. It came from a scan I did pretty early on. The living Catherine could very well have finished the project and launched it. I guess she could even still be alive. Weird thought.
So the talking robots, are they also scans you did?
They could be, but I doubt it. I'd expect much more sense if that was the case. Alright, finally.
What's happening?
I managed to restore some data from the backup server. This should tell us everything we need.
It won't.
Oh. Could you do me a favor and run into the other room and have a look? I don't seem to be able to view the files in this condition. I need to know that the Ark is safe.
Sure, Kath.
Thanks. I'll unlock the door for you. What was it you said before? You're from Toronto?
Yeah, I just went in for a brain scan and suddenly here I am.
That doesn't make any sense. How? Why would anyone bring a scan from Toronto?
You think that's strange? What if I tell you it was back in 2015?
Whoa.
Somebody was pioneering the technology, and somehow his consciousness got saved and uploaded. Here. This is where she told me to go, right? Now, again, just trying to forecast a little bit here. I'd imagine...
You say something?
Sorry, still trying to figure out how you got here.
Keep at it. I'd really like to know who thought sending a Canadian to the bottom of the sea was a good idea.
I'm still predicting, at least right here, that Simon's going to see what happened to the Ark, and I have the option to tell Catherine one way or the other. I don't need to go in the bathroom. Where am I supposed to go? Conveniently enough, no mirror.
What happened before? That creature was strangely overbearing.
Yeah, it basically exploded with electromagnetism.
That's bad for us, right?
Confusing at least. Gives the senses a good punch.
So I am looking for results. Where did it go?
Just check the computer.
Yes, look for anything about the Ark.
Opinion poll?
Are you excited about the Ark? At first, I couldn't really see the point of it. But then I thought, why shouldn't we, right? I mean, if we are able to save even just a small piece of ourselves, why wouldn't we do that? So you are in favor then? I think it's really important we do this. What are your thoughts on the Ark?
It's a great idea. Finally, we have something to do. Am I right?
Are you optimistic about the project's chances of, about the Ark reaching space?
It can definitely be done. You already solved the biggest problem, how to actually get us all in there. Now all we have to do is build the damn thing, and hope Phi is still operational. Yeah, I think we can do it, but it's not gonna be easy.
What are your thoughts on the Ark project?
The idea is just incredible, by every definition. It really makes you think about what it means to be human.
What makes you say that?
Beyond the basics, beyond the superficial, I'm convinced there's something with even greater value. You have provided a platform, which is not necessarily restricted to our digital progeny, but a means of actual survival. It's my sincerest belief that we can go on living through the reality of continuity.
It's funny he mentions continuity, because at least with what we've been told so far, they can create digital backups of personalities, but it's like an offshoot of that personality, because you have the virtual Catherine who's not the same as the real Catherine. So it's not really the same then, is it?
Is this from inside the Ark?
Yes. That's some early renders of the world inside.
Looks a whole lot comfier than this place.
Well, if it's just a computer simulation, then... Huh. So they're trying to orbit it just inside Earth's orbit. Huh. I feel alien. Mental condition. I feel altered. Number 3 again. Number 3. That's loaded. You are no longer strictly human. Well, what does it mean to be human? Apparently. I feel fine. This has nothing to do with who I was. Eh? But again, that kind of just brings up the philosophical question of multiple consciousness is. Because if you can back up who you are and store that copy continues to have awareness, right? So theoretically, if this were all to really happen, then there could be multiple of you existing and being fine with it. So if you have like 3 copies of yourself and number 1 decides to end it or to die or whatever, that's just weird. Apparently I have to pick option number 2. Well, you're welcome.
I found a tracker homed in on the Ark.
Oh, that's clever. I wonder if I thought of that. Does it still work? I really need to know what happened to it.
Oh,
I
let's
think so. It's doing something at least.
check Earth.
Where is it?
Hold on. I'm trying to find it.
Please let it be safe.
Well, let's check where we are. So they were launching it from Phi, so let's check that. Lambda. Then Tau. Huh. Wow, they have some really nice scanners for this thing.
I found it. It's at a site named Tau.
Oh, no, it's on Earth. It's so close to Phi, they almost made it. Damn it, it won't make it for long in that state. A couple of decades at most. That's not much to build a future.
Well, yeah, but how are they
We
supposed
got
to
to it.
do it?
Could we get on the Ark?
I suppose, but I'm not exactly flexible at the moment.
In the infirmary in Tau. Well, I guess we know what I'm
I'll
doing
take
with
us
this
there.
game.
I can move, jump, swim, sort of. You're stuck in the door opener, the Omni tool. I'll just carry you there and you'll show me what to do.
That sounds really risky. Besides, I don't like the idea of you carrying me around.
Come on, Catherine. This is what you wanted to do. Your final mission. Let's launch the Ark.
We would need to find a way to get into the abyss. Can't take the climber without a power suit. We probably have to go to Theta and pray the Dunbat's still working.
Okay, so we go to Theta.
I don't know, it's pretty far.
Catherine, look around. What else is there to do? Maybe there's still a working shuttle train that can take us to Theta.
I doubt it.
Just have a look around. Push comes to shove, I'll walk there.
Okay then, I'll just eject from this thing. Don't forget to take me with you.
I won't forget.
What happened to the tower, and the dock, and the welcome center?
What tower? What are you talking about?
This place is in ruins. All the cameras show static. It's so strange.
So I'm guessing I'm going to eject this thing and Mr. Happy Monster
Can I pull
comes
the Omni
back.
tool out?
Wait. Okay, just be sure to plug me in again at some point.
You got it.
Good luck, Simon.
I see a light. Okay, now what? Well, maybe I have to go back out the original airlock. Well, I think that's a good place to end it for the day. Expository, we met a new friend, and Simon's attitude changed completely. When before he was ready to give up on this horrible new world that he found himself in. Yeah. Play with what you're dealt, I guess. Until next time. Ah.